Did you do any get any trick or treaters?
No, man, my light's fucking been off since yesterday.
You made sure to slam that light off.
I didn't forget when it getting dark at like 5:30, 6 o'clock now. My light was off since yesterday.
We literally off the porch right into the studio is what I had to do. We had people we 6 to 8 tonight. So
yeah, here too. And people are all over the neighborhood. Like Valerie got home from work about 30, 40 minutes ago, and she says people all over the neighborhood. Yeah, but I'm a curmudgeon.
I was making comments about Pay eating in the back here, before the show. It's really just out of jealousy because I haven't been able to eat yet.
Oh wow! Because you literally just got home.
Went straight from work to giving these little shits candy, and then
here we go. You did give
was gonna have a. I thought you was gonna go on a political diatribe. What's his day?
2 hours. 2 hours of giving kids candy.
That could have led into a political diatribe because people are hungry and B Dirt is hungry right now.
No. Snap or whatever. No,
it's a football show.
None of that. I'll pay cash for my groceries.
Right. Wait. Hold on. You pay for groceries?
Oh yeah. I was at Costco today.
Yeah,
buddy.
I'll be there tomorrow because I got to go. Saturday, every other Saturday is typically my shopping morning. Got to go. And there's just two of us here. Stuff is expensive. I was probably spending about between $325 and $375 every 2 weeks, man. And it don't always last. Right. Like today, I'm stretching. I had made a homemade double cheeseburger and some frozen vegetables. So yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, I had a kid trick-or-treating tonight that came up and he said, "Can I get a handful?" Just came in hot. Said, "Can I get a handful of candy?" I said, "Nah, cuz you get 2 pieces." He goes, "A guy next door gave me 2 handfuls." And I said, "Yeah, he's got an Ohio State flag. I've got a Michigan flag at my house, and you're wearing a 2024 national champion Ohio State hoodie. That's how soft you came with your outfit." That was his outfit. That was him dressing up for Halloween. I don't know what he was supposed to be dressed as, a pompous fan or what, but he asked for 2 handfuls. I told him to kick rocks.
No, you know what? I like the cut of that kid's jib. He knows how to play the crowd. He's playing the crowd. He understands. You understand what? Yeah. I'm in a Ohio State area. I'm going to be an Ohio State guy.
We're in a Penn State area. There's only one guy on our road that roots for Ohio State.
No one cares about Penn State because we just cut the crap.
You're in Western PA. Western PA.
It's you're Penn State. Period.
You're closer to Ohio than you are State College.
If you almost identical.
Really? State College is that close to you?
About 3 hours, 3.5.
Ohio's an hour away.
Columbus.
Oh wait, I'm not going Columbus. Okay. I'm going Ohio border.
Well, that's where the 2 teams play at. So Pennsylvania is a lot closer than Ohio to where I'm at because it's literally where I'm at.
Right.
It's 0 inches to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the Sharon line, you get there really quick.
But if you in Western PA, you're going to have more West Virginia fans than Ohio State fans.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. And Pitt, too. Probably more Pitt fans in Pittsburgh.
Most definitely. It's either Pitt, I would say probably 80%.
Pitt or West Virginia.
If you said Pitt or Penn State, you cover 80% of our population.
Right.
And then you sprinkle in some Michigan, Ohio State, West Virginia. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Anyway, we need to get to this show because I got to eat. I'm hungry.
Oh, man.
Moral of the story. I can smell the enchiladas and coming wafting up here.
Okay. I'm
in the oven.
Anything else? Pay, what's going on, man? As he exits the studio.
But yeah, he's shoveling food in his mouth.
Well, Lacey blanked out the camera because when I first got back here, he was already here. And he was It's not so much the eating as much as it is you need to hit mute on your mic when you are eating so you don't hear the eating. But
Let
yeah,
it
I
rip.
get it.
Let it rip.
AMSR.
There it is.
It's big and it's big now. You know, maybe not your generation, but AMSR is a big thing. I was doing you a favor by letting you hear me chew. Put it like that.
How is that a favor to me?
A lot of people like AMSR.
I'm not even sure what that's an acronym for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Enlighten me.
predated by a lot. It's a sound thing. It's a people get a I don't know if I want to say rise, but it's a soothing thing people get
Stimulating?
out of like.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
soothing is the best. Is the best.
yeah,
way to say it.
it's a soothing. I guess it's calming when you have these background noises that people watch whole videos of just background noise, and it's called AMSR. So you got people just like grinding their fingernails up and on walls and
Like
listen to people
that kind
chew.
of background noise. Like I listen to like the rainforest and
No, not white noise. Not white noise.
Not white
it's different.
noise.
It's like stuff that humans are doing.
I can think of some human noises that might be.
Hey,
all right,
now.
it's a football show, Tate. It's a football show.
No, I mean I don't want to hear nobody chewing, but I mean I'd laugh if somebody was passing gas or something.
Wait, what?
I don't know. He's got a fluctuation, he said.
A infatuation with fluctuation. Yeah, no, not really. But yeah, man, Pay, if you would go through and shout out everybody in the live chat before we go to break and get started. And Pay, man, how was your time off, man? You had a birthday. You was traveling around and stuff. Good. B Dirt celebrated Jess's birthday last weekend and into the middle of the week. It sounds like from watching your show last night. You guys went to a really nice spot.
It's Scorpio things. It's a week-long celebration.
Week. Jess is celebrating on the light side this year, huh? Just a week, huh?
You are Libra, B Dirt.
Correct.
Do you celebrate like that? Is it a Libra thing, or you're just like, I'm a guy and my birthday is the day it is, and that's all?
Yeah, I'd appreciate a steak at some point in time, and that's about it.
Yeah, me too. But I guess I'm from the generation where like when you celebrate it was like called Princess Week when women would celebrate their birthday for like more than the day of. We always call it, it's Princess Week or something like that because that's what.
It doesn't have to be on the day of my birthday, just around it that works out for me.
Right.
Like I'm
but
going
one
to
day,
work.
but that day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Pay, how was your birthday month thus far?
My birthday month has been amazing.
It's been a week,
so far.
Been a month.
I don't know. It's been extended. I've started celebrating this whole year actually. I've been doing a I got a whole spreadsheet, but I know you all look at spreadsheets, and it's past your time. I got a whole spreadsheet of 40 new things.
I'm familiar with spreadsheets, just probably not Excel 2025 right now, but yeah, spreadsheets familiar with.
So I've been celebrating this birthday thing all year. I've been doing new things leading into the year. I've did my 40th new thing, 40th new experience heading into the last weekend. So yeah, it's been amazing. One thing, Cedar Point. I've been always wanting to go to Cedar Point. Drove up there, Ohio Turnpike. The last time I was on Ohio Turnpike, I don't remember all them tolls. That must be a new thing. I think I paid more in tolls than I paid to get into the park. And I paid a lot to get into the park. That was ridiculous. However, I did enjoy Cedar Point. I don't feel my age. I know a lot of people have a certain number and it and make you feel like that type of age makes you feel old. I don't feel my age, but I did feel it when I went to Cedar Point. When I stood in that line for about,
I find that funny real quick, just because you always bringing up the ages joke. So you think because I'm older, I feel my age? So you understand where we're coming from now that you moved up the rung a little bit, right?
I felt the age at that point when I was in that line to get on the what was it, Steel Vengeance or the other one? One of them two scariest roller coasters in the world. I'm in that line. I finally get to the front. Say it again.
Was it Dragster?
No, it was.
Okay.
I know
I haven't
Steel
been there
Vengeance
years,
was one of
yeah.
it. Maximum Force. It was Maximum
Okay,
Force.
I heard of that one. Yeah.
So
or Millennium Force. There's another one named
Millennium Force. Millennium
yeah.
Force. One of the two. I got to the front and it was 4 little kids. They was, doing some goofiness like, hey, you can go in front of us. And then they played around too long. Then the bars closed me out, so I couldn't even go. They're like, dang, we're trying to ride together. What can we get back in front of you? Like, no. I called them a curse word and told them they had to stay behind me now. They did me a favor because I got to see the roller coaster take off before I actually jumped in without because I was gonna do content around it. I was gonna record me doing the thing. This whole time I was like charged up to do it. Man, they snapped them those bars on your chest and it took off. Like usually roller coasters, like it's like a
build up. It's a build up. Right.
No, they took off and went straight in the air. I'm like, oh shit. Like I was like, why am I doing this? This isn't I shouldn't be doing it. I messed up. I miscalculated what I was my preparedness for this. I got into the coaster and they snapped me in. And I was looking for everything in the world to hold on. I put my phone away. I'm like, I'm not recording this. I'm holding on for dear life. I'm like, I shouldn't have done this. Is it too late to get out? They're like, yeah, bro. You're in here now.
I've been there. This was years ago, but I was on the dragster at the time. It was new. And we went on like a friends and couples trip. It was like 6 of us. And my homies and their girlfriends got on. And I seen the picture standing in line. Like, you can buy your picture on the ride. Mm-hmm. At the bottom, and I seen like this kid with slob coming out his mouth, like caught him like that. And I got up there and I saw kind of the same thing similar to you. I was like, oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? And I got on with my friends and their girl in the car behind us. Me and my girl at the time, not my wife, this was a while ago. My girl at the time, we got on and I act like the seatbelt, I couldn't get it fastened. I got out and I left her by herself.
How'd he play?
That's great.
I was out of there, man. But yeah, so I know what you're talking about.
Did you ever ride the Beast in Kings Island?
Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
So that starts off like that started off like you're talking about, nice and slow. It's a click, 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 and you're in like this little tunnel thing. But right when you come out of it, there's a split second where the car in front of you disappears. I don't know if you understand the angle you got to start off on to have the car in front of you for a split second disappear, but it's like almost backwards straight down. I was like, I'll never forget that ride as long as I live because it was the first time I've ever experienced that.
Right. No, I get it.
Let me tell you, man, I'm holding on to the thing. I'm like, I used to love riding roller coasters, but it's been a long time since I did one. But I'm holding on to the everything that I could in that little coaster. And I just happened to look out the corner of my eye and see how high we got up. I'm like, dog, you just made a big mistake. Why did you do that? And man, that first drop was epic. I was every intestine and organ in my body all collapsed.
Yeah. The first time I saw that roller coaster that you were on, Millennium Force, it was foggy out and I couldn't see the top of it. And I said,
in many ways, that could be better, though.
Like, we might have to wait till it's a nice day out to be riding that. I don't know.
But yeah, man, thanks for super chat, Claude. Pay, that's for you.
Claude Bishop, thanks for the $2. Pay, did you cut your hair? ? If so, it's about time. Yes, I did, and it's about time. I don't know what you mean by that.
Was that a birthday thing? Was that like a Andrew Filipponi thing? If you hadn't heard in Pittsburgh, if they lost to the Bengals, he was going to get a nipple piercing. He had to get a nipple piercing. He's a Pittsburgh radio guy. So did you lose a bet, or you decided just to cut your hair?
No, it was a long time coming. No diddy. So I just decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start the new decade off with a different hairstyle. That was just my thing. Well, the Andrew, what's his name? Philip Pony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A nipple ring, huh? I guess a nipple ring is better than what Mike Vrabel said if they was he was gonna do if they lost.
He turned it into actually a philanthropic thing where he actually did a fundraising event and donated the money to cancer research for women's breast cancer. It was actually well done by him.
Good for Philipponi, man. I didn't know exactly what was for her.
Yeah.
Some of that, but I mean, that's good, man.
Pony's a pretty good dude, man.
Yeah, he has the hottest of all Steeler takes and Steeler spear. But yeah, he seems like he's all right, dude. I've seen him, listen to him on obviously 93.7, is it? And
yeah,
he's actually been on with your boy Pay. He's been on with Nick Wright on First Things First. Is that the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's had enough hot takes to actually get a national spot a few times on that show. But yeah, all right, fellas.
Did he put a ring in his nipple or not?
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
All right, good.
He did it. But yeah, man, we haven't been together in a minute. The OHs, know what the OH stand for? The original homies. OH is in the building. Because you guys were original homies even before Big G joined us and had to leave again. So this is back to its essence. But with that being said, Pay, did you shout out the live chat? Shout out the live chat. We're going to go to break and be right back and get into the football, talk about these couple AFC North games. Then we'll switch over and talk about all the games, and we'll do our picks with B Dirt running things from there. So let's go.
Shout out Laugh Chat.
Yeah.
Claude Bishop, Mel Blunt, Afton, Craig Werlow, Dennis Pavlock. Hey, Quadfather.
Quadfather, welcome back.
Quadfather, Kathy. Tim Lyons always in the building. Let's go, everybody. Thanks for being here on Friday, even on a Halloween Freaky Friday. Could have been anywhere in the world. Could have been going door to door getting sweet candy. And I don't mean Babe Ruths and 100 mounds and all the other 100 grands and mound bars. Some actual good stuff like Kit Kats. You could have been doing that, but you came to chill out with us. We appreciate it.
That was something on you guys as First Rate Chicago fans. You guys were ranking candies, right? I heard that the other day we was doing the basketball show. So real quick, your top three, Pay?
The big Reese cup, Kit Kat, and Snickers.
Your top three, B Dirt?
I'm gonna go peanut M&M.
Classic, good one.
Peanut M&Ms. I'll have to go classic Snickers. I do like the almond one too, but I like classic Snickers a little bit better. And three. Man, I hate to be Reese's Pieces. I go Reese's Pieces over Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I prefer the if I get too much into chocolate, I prefer dark chocolate normally, but something about a Snickers reminds me of childhood.
My top three is the Reese cup, the Twix, and my all-time favorite, probably the oldest of them all, Babe Ruth.
Really?
So, yeah, I love a Babe Ruth.
I'm not I think the caramel in Snickers is not the star of the show. It's like a accoutrement. So I like that better. If there's too much caramel, I'm kind of
So you hate paydays, what you're saying?
Just the person.
It's a little much, but
the person he's talking about. Now go ahead about the candy.
A little much. It's a little much. Yeah, put it wherever you want. But I don't know, man. It's got to be caramel has got to be used sparingly for me as a mix. But Kit Kat would be OLI. If we did Mount Rushmore, I think Kit Kat And if we did a top 5, I think Reese's Cup would also get on there.
Afton said I miss Kit Kat not a thing anymore. Kit Kat is
it's
going
around. Not only is it not, it's still a thing. There's all different kinds of flavors now, man.
Right. Okay, well, she said I miss Kit Kat. I thought it's off the market or something.
They got mint chocolate. They got white chocolate. I see some other, like I think they do like some rotating ones here and there. Dark chocolate Kit Kat. Yeah, I'm all about it.
Okay, well, let's go ahead. Everybody, thank you for chiming in. We're going to take our quick break and come back and get into football. If you're watching on YouTube, stay with us.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
We're trying to hurry up so B. Dirk can go eat. If you're watching on YouTube, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. We'll be right back. And B. Dirk, you want to talk some World Series too. I heard you last night. And we'll, at the end, the very end, last 2 or 3 minutes, we'll talk about the World Series. But we're not going anywhere. It's going to hear a few words from our partners and advertisers on the audio side. We'll be right back after that. So stay with us on the Homies Friday night. We definitely appreciate you, and we'll be right back.
What's up, homie?
You can't handle the truth.
Pay that man his money.
Never say never, but never.
Let's go.
All right, let's get into these matchups. Well, first, let's talk about the Ravens last night. The Ravens got a win. Lamar Jackson was back. Did he throw 4 touchdowns, right? 4 tubs, yeah, okay.
Quattro.
I mean, when they went down 14-3, the Dolphins did, and they had a chance to make it a game, I kind of turned away and went to maybe an NBA game or something. But, yeah, so I did turn back at the end. They was like 28-6, and I was like, "Oh,
that was the best part where they had a false start. The coach had a meltdown.
Yeah, on 4th and 1. That's when I stopped watching, B-Dirt.
And then they rolled the kicker out there who missed the chip shot. It was great. It was
as a matter of fact, I didn't text you guys. I texted the know-it-alls chat, and I said that's a bad team. When you're a bad team, shit like that happens to you.
Yeah, I recognize that.
They couldn't even settle for a field goal. But so, man, the Ravens have won 2 in a row now. They have a favorable schedule coming up for the next 4 games for sure. Pittsburgh is looking bad. Baltimore is definitely back in the race, I think. Pittsburgh has some win a couple games they're not expected to win. And we'll talk about that when we talk about that game. But, yeah, so, man, Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdowns his first game back. Even though he didn't pass for a lot of yardage, they were able to execute and get the win. So let's get into this matchup. Now, I'll let you guys just talk about it real quick, and I'll just chime in if I have anything to say. But Bengals, Bears, Pay's team versus B. Dirt's team. I heard you guys. I actually missed when you guys were actually talking about it on Pay Dirt last night. But I heard you say B. Dirt that I missed it. But you said that you made your pick, and it was a surprising pick. But I'll let you guys go ahead and talk about it. So you guys go ahead and talk about that game, maybe what you shared last night.
I mean, and speaking of picks, if you did get to catch Pay Dirt, you already cast a same game parlay on the Thursday night. So you're welcome. Easy money, -7.5 and over 90 yards rushing for Derrick Henry. Easy money. Pay's a little more apprehensive, I will say, about jumping on this Chicago Bears -2.5. I am not. And we elevated a quarterback, signed a quarterback to elevate from the practice squad. So that tells me that Joe Flacco probably not playing. So you're going to see Jake Browning, who loves to give the ball to the other team. That's my hunch right now. I have not seen an official announcement, but there's no other reason why they would be elevating a third quarterback if they thought Flacco was good to go.
My thought on that was that they just have absolutely, positively zero confidence in Browning and in the idea of Browning getting into the game. They would rather elevate a guy in case Flacco's old man injury keeps them away. They'd rather have another option and then just having to lean on Jake Browning. That was the way I took that. But
either way, questionable at best.
Questionable at best, yeah. You know, as a 40-year-old with a janky shoulder, I understand what Flacco's going through. Yeah, it's kind of hairy out there. I wouldn't put all the money into that situation as well. But let's set up this game. 4-3 Bears traveling to Cincinnati, face 3-5 Bengals. Line does favor the Chicago Bears. You said it's 2.5. I thought I saw it at 3 earlier.
I have 2.5 as of 10 minutes before the show.
All right, so I think this is a rare opportunity for the Bears to get back into winning graces, even though they've had that same opportunity last week against the Bengals. Against the Baltimore Ravens. But maybe the Baltimore Ravens are just a tad bit going in another direction of where the Bengals find themselves. But Cincinnati Bengals coming off a loss to the New York Jets, the previously winless New York Jets. One thing I do see, as we talked about this on Pay Dirt, if it's one thing about either one of these teams that we both can be very assuredly about, you all can move the ball through the air, right? I think there's no other thing that you're most assured about with the Bears as what you're sure about Cincinnati Bengals. But I do have also noticed that ever since Flacco got there, the offensive line play has picked up as well as the running game and protecting the quarterback. So how do you feel about that?
Well, a lot of it's been matchups too, as far as the offensive line. Now, I do believe that Flacco's making quick reads and trying to get rid of the ball or just throwing it away. He's thrown it away quite a bit more than Browning was, which is a good thing, right? We have Mark Tobin over here. What happened to Flacco? Flacco's got a sprained AC joint in his shoulder, and if you have not done that before, if you've not had a sprained AC joint, my least favorite part about it was hard to sleep. Just hard to get comfortable. If you're a side sleeper, it didn't even matter if you were sleeping on the other side. It's just that arm like dangling over still hurt. You gotta get like perfectly underneath the pillow, square, and hold it. It's just no good. But yeah, I think that's a lot of it. They have gotten the running game going a little bit more, but it's who they're playing, man. It's who they're playing more than the Steelers defense has not looked like the Steelers defense. The Jets have had problems as well. I know that I'm not concerned with us moving the ball, but what I think the biggest difference is, right? You play the Ravens when they were getting back a healthy Kyle Hamilton. They were getting back Roquan Smith. So they started getting some of their guys back. We don't have any of those players. We don't have anybody that caliber right now. Trey Hendrickson's the one guy that you could maybe put there, and he's dealing with neck and back issues that I haven't seen the same Trey since he, had a couple weeks off. I have zero. I'm at a negative, I think, as far as trust in our defense.
Speaking of that defense, very much struggling. They've given up 27 or more points every week, except for week 1. 30th in the red zone scoring. Most importantly, pass rush, as you said, with Trey Henderson being maybe not playing. It's been non-existent.
Week 1, they played the Browns, right?
The Browns, yeah. It's the only team that we kept under 27, yeah.
29th in overall pressure rate and non-blitz pressure rate. This might be a very clean game for both quarterbacks. And as you said, your quarterback probably needs to have a clean pocket. My quarterback, Caleb Williams, definitely needs one as well, because after I just read off all those numbers for your pass rush and your defense, guess what? I got a stat for you. The Bears have sent 14 different players at the quarterback, whether that's defensive line players or blitz guys coming on blitz. 14 different players. You know how many sacks the Bears have on a season?
14.
There you go. We've done a lot of shows together, B. 14 sacks on the season. Not very typical of a good pass rush, right? The Bears, this is going to be, and this is why I feel like this can hit the over. The over is still sitting at 51.5. I believe both these teams can score because the defenses for both are just that bad. Bengals defense has been bad for a few years. The Bears have had issues getting to the quarterback for a few years. I think the Bengals rush defense is the only rush defense worse than the Bears. The Bears are giving up historic yards per carry, over 5.7. I believe it was over 6 at one point this season. They gave up 6.2 yards per play so far this year, pass or rush, which is a very bad defense. If the Bears aren't taking the ball away, they're going to get the ball moved upon, as you saw against Baltimore this last game. So yeah, both these teams, they're going to have to lean on offense because the defenses, they don't pack their sandwiches, if you know what I mean.
I hear you. Yeah, it's going to be bad. Claude's got a super chat over here.
Like offense. If you like offense, it might be good. Glass half full.
Thanks for the super. Go ahead, B Dirt.
Claude asks, should the Steelers use draft capital to bulk up the offense because the defense is trash? I will answer this question for you. Yes, because you don't have a quarterback going into next year. Next question. That's the reason why you got to have those extra third-round draft picks. I think you parlay, find your guy. If you don't have the guy in this draft class, trade for your guy. Like, figure out who that is. No more Russell Wilsons. No more, rehab. You guys have no
more geriatric quarterbacks. Just say it.
Well, and listen, I think if you look at the past few years, Aaron Rodgers has played better than your other options have. So you need to get somebody that's not a project. The Steelers have taken on projects on the defensive side of the ball and have done well with certain things like that. They've not been able to do it at quarterback. They just don't have that staff there. So I would say go get your quarterback, however you got to do it.
Well, the question is, should they use draft capital to bulk up the offense this year? Because they're going to need to outscore people because the defense is trash.
Oh, you mean before Tuesday? The end of the day, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like who?
So you're saying no.
So who are you going to get a number 2, a wide receiver? Is that what you're doing?
That has to be it. My assessment, in answer to Claude's question, is the tight end stuff is working, but if you fall behind, they get behind the sticks. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. There's no explosiveness. They haven't been able to get third in longer situations because do double DK, you can man up the tight ends. They don't have the explosiveness to get beyond the sticks. So we're punting. So, I mean, I'd give up maybe one of the 3 third-round picks to bring in somebody like Jacoby Myers, perhaps. If you can trade for Chris Olave, I might do that. Because, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is cooking right now, 4th in touchdowns, being a game behind the leaders.
I mean, Olave or somebody with a couple years on their contract still would be great for you guys.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's what Olave is. Why he take a little higher pick, but you'd have him under team control. You could 50-year option, get to sign him, things you could do. Myers is probably a rental. That's why I wouldn't give up higher than a 5th, maybe a 6th if you think you can compete this year with that. But yeah, but I don't see a first-round quarterback. I feel like whatever quarterback is left at the top of the second, you could get that guy there too, because it depends on your flavor, right? I mean, none of these guys have been what we thought they were going to be going into this year. It was going to be like a 5 or 6 first-round quarterback draft coming into this. And quarterbacks are elevated because of the position they play. But I mean, we ended up in another Kenny Pickett situation, in my opinion.
And I think there's somebody that's going to be a steal for a team that they get in the second or third round, because it's going to be who underperformed because of situation. You know what I mean? Like I think you got to be analytical and evaluate that really well, because I think there's going to be a steal in this draft in the second or third round at quarterback.
I agree, and that's where I'm at, B-Dirt. So if you got to use a third to get an elite receiver, or if you got to use a fifth or sixth to bring in somebody to help you out this year, I'm with that, because
it might be a situation where you do both. You might be able to get a guy for 2 or 3 years and trade a third rounder, second and third, or something along those lines. Get your established quarterback for a few years and get somebody later in the draft.
I agree. I mean,
try to get that steal.
To me, anything is on the table with the Steelers draft. They got 12 picks outside of 1 and 2. I'm not trading the first or second, but I'm willing to trade any other 10 picks behind that to try and get something better for this year, potentially the future, if you get a guy with some control left. But all right, so we'll pick that game, the Bengals Bears, when we get to it real quick. The only other AFC North game the Browns are on bye is the Steelers Colts. We can talk about that when we do our picks. So let's just go to break one last time, come back, turn over to B-Dirt, and do our picks. We'll talk about the Steeler Colt breakdown during our picks. So if you're watching on YouTube, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. If you listen on audio platform, we have to hear one more word from our partners and advertisers, and we'll be right back after this. Stay with us. Thanks for joining us and tapping in on a Friday night on Halloween. Be right back. And we're back on the homies. We're going to turn over to the Pay Dirt crew, make our weekly picks, and go from there. Be Dirt, take it away.
I will give a shout out here. Mark Tobin said there's 2 guys in this draft. So the guy at Carolina, I'm assuming he's talking about Sellers at South Carolina, and the kid at Indiana, Carlos
Mendoza.
Mendoza?
Yeah.
He's looked good.
He's looked good, but I think he's challenged athletically. I think he's one of those pocket quarterbacks. I mean, if he's been that good, why are we just hearing about him at Indiana this year? You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's not a good player, but
for Cal.
Yeah, but he didn't stand out. There's teams that I like the kid Sam Levitt for Arizona State. He probably will go late first, sometime in the second. I like him better than I do Mendoza, just because he's one of those Bo Nix, Jackson Dart type guys. You know what I mean? I'm not nothing against Carolina. If you're talking about Sellers, he had a lot of hype going in. I'm sorry?
I don't mind pocket passers.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I think in today's game, though, that's changing.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, but
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold can move. I give you Jared Goff. I give you Matt Stafford right now. Like the old guys are like that. You're not seeing many guys drafted recently, the last 4 or 5 years, that are that guy. I can't think of one. So, with the transition in the game, and Sellers is not, he's not, I don't think he's Anthony Richardson. He might be a little better than Justin Fields, but I think he's a project, and I'm not willing to take the risk with a first round pick. And I was high on him coming into the season, college season. He hasn't proved anything to me. Nussmeier, LSU, nothing. I mean, to me, the best quarterback probably I would say is Alabama's quarterback, Ty Simpson. But I'm not taking him in the first round either.
Claw, another 2 bones. He says, B Dirt Pay, how long would you keep Tomlin around? Pay?
It's been how long since you won a playoff game?
8 years.
It's longer than that.
No, 2017, 16 season. So I guess this year it would be 9 years in January. So 9 years.
So if he doesn't win a playoff game, if I was Rooney with the tan, you got to win a playoff game. Don't win a playoff game, I'm gonna look for your buyout option. B.
I don't know. I might let him try and get the quarterback right. I may give him another year or two to try to get the quarterback right. And if that doesn't happen, letting him pick his guy kind of deal with the GM, then I would probably say, all right, we just need a new voice at that point.
I don't disagree with the new
That would
voice.
be 20. That'd be 20 years at that point, right?
Yeah. With something nobody's ever done, probably 20 straight non-losing seasons. But yeah, you got to win. It could be I made that there's a case for a new voice. I don't disagree with that. I don't think you buy him out though. I think you try and trade him, but he has no trade clause. So, I mean, before you buy him out, I see Coach T. You want to get traded? We can get some picks that works for everybody. You get your same money, your contract. We get to trade you for potentially a first-round pick, second at the worst, and we go our separate ways. Andy Reid did it, but Andy Reid went somewhere in his second or third year, got Patrick Mahomes after going to a situation with what's the guy's name? The kid from San Francisco that hurt his leg.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith. Yeah, Alex Smith. So, I mean, yeah. Andy Reid coached at Philly for years. He never won a Super Bowl. You got to get that guy. I think that too. But now I question it this year because the defensive side is this side of the ball. The defense has looked bad so far this year. So, I'm open to it, and I still would root for Tomlin if he went somewhere else. That would be my team I root for as long as they're not playing the Steelers. But be there. Let's get into the picks. Thanks for the super chat, Claude. We definitely appreciate it. You're gonna be, as Big G would say, diabolical. However you go at it, man. You pay the super chat to ask Pay and B Dirt the same question you put up every week on every show. Go ahead, B Dirt.
All right. Let's start off with Pay. You've got the Vikings plus 8.5 at the Lions, over under 48.5. By the way, Pay, good week last week, huh? Oh, I think you went 10-4. Yeah, you went 10-4. I went 9-5, and Tate went 8-6, I believe. Good weeks by all.
Is that what you sent in the text last week?
I believe so.
Yeah, because you got 9-5, 10-4. So I just need the week before that.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. But yeah, that's another darn good week. I think Tate had a really good week the week before. Yeah, so who you got in this one? The Vikings plus 8.5 at the Lions.
I did have a very good week last week. Very, very good week in football, and a very topless week personally. For this week, for this game in particular, I'm sticking with what I said on Pay Dirt. I see the Lions being way too good for the Vikings. They covered 8.5 easily. Final score, if you want that, I got the Lions getting over 40. Vikings 16.
I dig it. Tate, you taking the Vikings plus 8.5 or the Lions? And we're going, after you pay the fine, you can let us know who you got.
Yeah, man. But no, so the Steelers played the Vikings over in Dublin. We had Dave from First and Skull, one of the Pays homies. They do that NFC North pod together. And he had me kind of like, man, the Vikings must be really good. They haven't done anything since they came back from Dublin, since they went to Dublin and came back. They can't get that. And I know we talk about J.J. McCarthy coming back. I don't know that that's the answer, because I don't know what J.J. McCarthy can do. When he played, I seen him have one good fourth quarter against the Bears. Not saying that he can't, haven't seen it. So I don't know. I picked them last week against the Chargers. They got murdered. So I'm staying away from the Vikings. I'm going to take the Lions minus the 8.5.
Man. This is a tough one. I normally like to go against you guys if I get the chance to. I don't know if this is the right place to do that though. I mean, I feel like it's the Lions are going to win this game by 10 or more. It could get close just because the familiarity with the teams and NFC North here, but I'm gonna make it a clean sweep for us. I'm gonna take the Lions as well. Tate, here's your preview game. You've got the 7-1 Indianapolis Colts coming to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Steelers are now plus 3.5. Line went up a half a point today. Over under 50.5. Tell us what you think about this matchup, man.
I'm going to stay consistent with the pick I made on Pump Your Brakes on Wednesday night. As I described it then, I'm going to get in my Jeff Hartman bag. Jeff Hartman, Steel Curtain Network, Fans First Sports Network. Y'all know the homie Jeff. Never picks against the Steelers. Always finds a way to pick the Steelers. So I'm rowing that boat with him, man. I think the defense turns it around this week. Not saying they play well. If they hold the Colts to 21 points, they're doing good. If the offense can get going, I think it's a matter of ball control. You want to try and keep that offense off the field. I think the Colts have a strong defense, but I think Aaron Rodgers can kind of take advantage of the linebackers. I think are their weakest link to the defense. The middle of the field with the tight ends, I think that can be an advantage for Pittsburgh, but you have to stop Jonathan Taylor. Defense has to get off the field. I think it's a higher scoring game. I think the Steelers can. The Steelers are 10th in scoring in the NFL. Who would have thought if we're 10th in scoring, top 10, it might be 11 now, but top 10 or 11, that we would be struggling like we're struggling because the defense is bad. Never would have guessed it. But I'm going to go with the Steelers one more week, man. I'm going to stick with them. I'd rather come in playing a team that will give you a test than coming off a loss, because they were competitive in the first half against Green Bay. They were up 16-7, and they just let go of the rope in the second half. So I think you want to come play a test. You don't want to go play the Saints or go play somebody where you get a false sense of security. You come back like we played the Browns a few weeks ago. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see the test this week, see what they come out and do after a week of turmoil and stuff like that. The coaching staff, the players, everybody. I got the Steelers winning a 27-24 game, so I guess that would, on a Boswell field goal, that would put me at the over, if you think you said it was 50.5. So give me the Steelers plus 3.5.
When I look at this, when I look at games, I look at matchups first, obviously, and Jonathan Taylor is a problem, right? They do have good weapons as well. I think Pittman is very underrated. The young kid out of Penn State's been playing very well at tight end. But Jonathan Taylor's a real story here and the biggest difference maker in the game. The other thing I like to look at when I'm looking at two teams, especially if they're both AFC or both NFC. Yeah, Warren, Tyler, Tim Lyons, thank you. The other thing I look at with that is point differential. Tate, do you know the Steelers' point differential for this year so far?
I don't know it, but I bet if I was to guess, they'd probably be minus 16.
You're a little too hard on yourself. Flat 0. Same as before the season started.
Even
the Steelers are at 0. Flat 0. The Colts are at plus 116. Best in the NFL. I think because of that, the Steelers, I think, will come out fired up and come out hot and may even get an early lead. But I think Jonathan Taylor's too much. I think the Colts cover this and win. I'm going to say 34-24. Pay, who you got?
I was trolling a little bit in week 1 when I said the Colts might be the best team in the NFL, but I was actually right. Colts are one of the best teams in the NFL, if not the best team in the NFL. I have zero. I mean, my pick on this game is gonna have zero compunction about Tomlin and the Steelers, drubbing up some of that old Steelers moxie and keeping it close. I don't believe it. I got the Colts big. I'm gonna go 30-17.
The Colts are starting to make me a believer, man. I can't believe I'm saying it about a Danny Dimes led team. But
Danny Dimes is the only professional Duke athlete that's not overrated.
How about it? Claude Bishop, thank you for another super chat. To Ducats, he says, B Dirt Pay, what's wrong with the Steelers D? I would say it needs some Cialis, something. It's just not that hard-nosed defense that we're used to seeing from the Steelers. So needs a little fluffing, if you would. I don't know. It's just not stout.
While I was in Mexico last week for the last 10 days, every pharmacy I walk in, they were just offering me that type of stuff. HGH, Cialis, Viagra, TRT. Say I came in there for mosquito cream, and they say, hey, we got a sale on testosterone. Like, hey, no thanks.
So did you have to check a second bag when you came back? Is what you're saying?
I did not check a second bag. I am proudly natty, but I'm going along with what you're saying. They probably can. The Steelers defense could probably use a boost, turn that lowercase d into a capital D. Possibly, if you want to spend some future assets, it'll probably be on that side of the ball, not the offensive side of the ball. Next game.
All right. I will take the Chargers at the Titans. Titans plus 9.5, over under 43.5. I keep picking these bigger spreads and whatnot, but the Titans are in the you got to prove it to me portion of the show. They ain't been proving it to me. Your own quarterback says your ass. I got a hard time taking you. I'm gonna take the Chargers to win by 10 or more. Pay, who you got?
Same with you, B. I got the Chargers beating the Tennessee asses by 2 tutties.
2 tutties. Tate, you gonna be a lone wolf on this one, or you going with the Chargers?
No way. Put me down for the same thing you guys are down for.
All right. Hey, you have the Falcons plus 5.5 at the Patriots, over under 45.5. Who you got?
Yeah, that boy Drake May, he's been balling out the last few weeks. The Falcons defense, for all the metrics that say they're one of the top defenses, one of the best pass defenses, when you actually watch them, you're like, where is that at? Where's the are they stacking it up against other teams? But when you watch them, they're not even showing up for it. So I'm not a believer in Atlanta. I got Patriots, Vrabels, Drake May. I think they keep it moving. I think they actually almost blank the Falcons. I got the Patriots 30-0.
Very interesting. All right. Tate, who you got? The Falcons plus 5.5 at the Patriots.
I'm gonna take the Falcons, man. I think they got too much juice offensively, even though they don't always show it. I guess I'm hoping. If you guys know, Michael Penix is back.
Oh yeah, okay. From the bone bruise. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna take the Falcons. I think
that matters.
Well, I mean, I think they got a better chance than they do with Kirk Cousins. Yeah, but I mean, Bijan Robinson has a rebound game. You get Drake London involved. Yeah, I mean, I think they could lose a game 28-24, but I think they keep it within 5.5. Give me the Falcons.
Man, the Falcons beat the Bills, but have lost to the Dolphins and the Panthers.
Yeah.
What the actual anyway.
Speaking of hell.
I can't ride with you on that one, Tate. I think Pay's right here. I think the Patriots are playing very well. I think they win by at least a touchdown. Claude Bishop, another 2 bones. Thank you again. He says, Tate, is it time to fire Terrell Austin?
If the Steelers don't turn the defense around, it won't be during the season. There's no benefit to fire him during the season. But I think if things don't turn around for the season, I think you will. I believe his contract is up at the end of this year too. But I think you'll see a new defensive coordinator. Even if you don't see a new head coach like you want, Claude, you'll see a new defensive coordinator if things don't get turned around here this second half of the season. So it would be time, but it won't be during the season.
There's definitely a benefit in switching coordinators during the season. You call in your assistant coordinator, ask him a few questions.
We don't have one with any experience, none at all.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and Tomlin's never called defenses, for years. So I mean, there's no benefit. I mean, even if you take the play calling duties, there's no benefit in firing them and just having who they did that with Matt Canada, but that was a different situation. You had a couple guys, Sullivan and Eddie Faulkner was running back coach at the time. They collaborated and came up with something. But yeah, TA will be there for this year.
I'm prepared to send moving trucks to Cincinnati. We take the whole damn crew. Tate, for you, we have the Panthers plus 12.5 at the Green Bay Packers over under 44.5. Who you got?
Panthers getting 12.5. Ooh.
Yeah, that's right.
They got stomped last. Yeah, give me the Packers. They didn't keep it close with the Bills. I think the Packers are better than the Bills defensively anyway. So yeah, give me the.
In Green Bay, I'm taking the Packers as well. Pay, who you got? Can you get on board with the Packers? I think you've taken them 2 straight weeks. This is tough. I feel for you.
Narrow cover. It's 13.5, right? That's what I got in my notes.
I got 12.5.
Oh, 12.5. Still a narrow cover, but I feel better about them doing it. I got them by 2 tutties.
Yeah, it's 12.5 right now on DK. All right, I have the Broncos plus 1.5 at the Texans. Man, let's talk about 2 teams that are tough to figure out. Here's where I gotta go with this. The Texans have struggled sometimes with the pass rush. I think the Broncos' best part of their defensive game is the pass rush. I think that they know with Patrick Surtain out that they need to get that pass rush home. So I think they're going to be in the face a lot of CJ Stroud. So I'm going to take the Broncos plus 1.5. Pay, who you got?
Broncos. I don't know what to think about Houston. The line is 1.5, right?
Yeah, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I got the Broncos taking that. Not by a lot though. Maybe a 6-point game.
I think it'll be a close game for sure. Tate, who you got? Broncos plus 1.5 at the Texans.
I got the Broncos, but that's not a close game. You're winning by 6 on the road. I mean, I watched Seattle the other night play Seattle, and they got murked, and I don't see them getting any better. If Nico Collins said out last week, they're getting him back. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Broncos as well. I think Nick Bonito gets after C.J. Stroud, who I think with limited offensive line play is being shown not to be as athletic as we thought he might be his first year. Like, he is not a getaway guy at all.
Pocket passer, Tate.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, he had some minimal athleticism, minimal. But yeah, he don't even have that no more. So yeah, I agree. I got the Broncos.
All right, Pay, you've got the 49ers at the Giants. Giants plus 2.5, over under 48.5. Who you got?
This one was tough. I talked about on Paydirt that I think this is a good spot for the 49ers defense to kind of catch the reeling Giants offense. However, that flight you can never discount that flight you got to make across country. So with that being said, I think the game's gonna be a lot closer. I got the 49ers by 3.
Oof. Got the 49ers barely covering. Tate, 49ers at the Giants. Giants plus 2.5. Who you got?
I'm going to take. I'm going to take the Giants, man. I'm going to take the Giants because they're at home and they're they're a home underdog. Give me the Giants. I think Jackson Dart has the moxie and stuff to keep the game close with 49ers being what they are. They got destroyed by the Texans last week, who I just talked about. So yeah, man, give me the Giants plus 2.5. Claude, thanks for the 2 again. Worst coordinator, Canada or Austin? By far, it's Canada. Terrell Austin's defense has been in the top 10 the past 3 years prior to this one. So it's got to be Austin, Canada. I mean, Canada has never, ever did anything when he was here.
Shout out to Canada beating the Dodgers. I love to see it. What's next one?
I will tell you. Well, I haven't picked mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my pick. I'm going to take the 49ers. The last time the 49ers were favored on the East Coast was against Jacksonville, and they covered that spread as well earlier this year. And I like their passing offense against a not very good Giants passing defense. And I like that there's no Cam Scatterboo. I like that don't like it for the Giants or for the NFL for that matter, because he was fun to watch. But in the matchup with not having Scatterboo, I think that helps the 49ers here. So I'm taking the 49ers. I don't think it's going to be as close. I think they win by 10. Ready then.
Did I take the Giants by myself then?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Here we go. Tate, you have the Bears at the Bengals. Bengals plus 2.5 over under 51.5. Who you got?
It's in Cincy, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, the Bears messed me up more than any other team. The times I've picked them, they lost. The times I picked against them, they've won. What are your thoughts, B? What was the last injury report on Flacco?
Questionable.
Do you expect him to play?
I don't.
Do you expect to give it a go?
I don't. I don't think they would make that move if he was. That's my 2 cents.
On another show, that's a fine. But I think he is going to play.
Is it
2 minutes.
Give me the Bengals, man. Home dog. I'm big on the home underdogs.
I'm big on the mental hedge. Give me the Bears. Top Bears. Hey, tiebreaker. Who you got?
I got the Bears 28-26.
So you got the Bengals covering.
You know what that means.
All right. I'm the lone wolf. Is this one me, I believe, here? So Saints plus 14 at the Rams over under 43.5. I hate how many points they're giving the Saints. The only thing I hate more than that in this game is the Saints themselves. Give me the Rams to win by 17. Pay, who you got?
I actually have we actually are right there with each other. I have the Rams by 16. They're B. The Saints, hate them. Spencer Rattler, hate them. I had to pick him up in one of my fantasy leagues last week, and he gave me -6 points. Get him all the way out of my fantasy life. Get the Saints out of my life. Out.
That's tough.
Is Spencer Rattler even the quarterback? I thought they went to the rookie.
No, he's still there.
Tyler, whatever his name is,
Shuck.
Yeah.
Oh, he was definitely out there not getting these stats last week. So he's still quarterbacking for them.
All right.
Okay.
Tate, who you got? Saints plus 14 at the Rams.
I can't leave that 14 on the table, man. I gotta just go with the 14, man. Like even if they lose 27-14, I win. 13-point loss, man. Give me the trashy Saints. Only with the line though. Never picking, on the money line, but definitely I'm gonna try them this week for plus 14.
All right. Speaking of trash ass football, we got the Jags at the Raiders +3 over under 43.5. Pay, who you got?
I got the Jaguars covering that 2.5. They win by a field goal. And
It was
right along
you
with that
said
trash
3, right?
football.
You said 3, right, B?
By 3, yeah. Raiders are +3 right now.
The Raiders are +3. Oh, yeah,
Correct.
okay. Yeah, so I got it pushing. All right. I don't want to call a push. We don't do that here. Give me the Jaguars to cover the 3.5.
3.
They win by 4, basically.
Okay. Tate, you got the Jags at the Raiders +3. Who you got?
When I saw the Jags beat the Chiefs and I saw them go out to London and get BTA by the Rams. The Raiders didn't score no points, I believe, last week. One of these weeks they got zipped, looked bad. I hate to pick Jacksonville. I don't believe in them, but I'm going to take Jacksonville -3 this time. I don't. You know what? Be there. Give me the Raiders +3. I got the Raiders at home.
Oh, we sick
The
and we
Raiders at home.
sag. We do all kinds of
Ashton Genty get on. Brock Bowers is back, and maybe Kenny Pickett will get in the game.
That's what you're hoping for. That makes
And
you a
Pete-
believer.
You gotta shake some things up, man. Pete Carroll's a better coach than Liam, whatever his name is. Another
You
nerd
know
boy.
that for a fact.
I'm going on credentials and resumes here. Give me Pete Carroll
Okay.
and the Raiders.
Well,
+3.
everybody can get washed. You know?
Everybody can't get washed.
Travis Hunter hit IR.
Usually starts to happen at 40 unless you're LeBron James.
So, talk to me about Carroll being 73.
Yeah, so
I said than you earlier when you talk about ages, but go ahead.
So Travis Hunter hitting IR. Brian Thomas Jr. needs to snap out of it and play to his potential. All that said, I think they run the ball here. So I think the Jags will control the game on the ground. The defense, I give the edge to the Jags as well. I'm also going to take the Jags.
I see the game the same way. I think this is a big ETN week.
Yeah.
ETN has more yards than Genty.
I like rooting Tootin too.
Yes. Jonty has had one good game against my Bears.
Okie dokie. So who started that off? That was Pay. So Tate, you got the Chiefs at the Bills. Bills +1.5 over under 52.5. Who you got, Tate?
That's a tough game, man. But I can't go against the Chiefs the way they've been looking the past month. Patrick Mahomes in his bag, got some weapons back. That defense has been getting after it. I think Buffalo's fugazi somewhat. They beat the same teams that the Falcons lost to, or who the Bills beat, and the Falcons beat the Bills. I mean, they struggled against the Saints at home. They whooped up on Carolina. They had a tough time on night game against the Dolphins. Yeah, man, I'm not a big believer in Buffalo. They have a great quarterback, which gets them through, but I don't think when you got an equalizer great quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, give me the Chiefs.
So the Chiefs are definitely playing better. Pacheco's out, but Ed Oliver's on IR. I think he's done for the season. I'm gonna take the Chiefs as well. Pay, who you got? Chiefs, Bills +1.5.
Our annual Glaze Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Oh man, will the Bills lose to the Chiefs yet again in a big spot? Yes, they will. I got the Chiefs by 3.
I do expect it to be a good game as well. I really do.
I don't. The Chiefs are going to get a call they don't deserve, and they're going to win by 3.
Yeah, perfect. I have the Seahawks
Set 'em up.
at the Commies +3, over under 48.5. The Commanders are getting back Jaden Daniels, but not getting back Terry McLaurin, and I think that's a big. Scary Terry is a big miss for them against this Seahawks defense. I like the Seahawks defense. I like what the Seahawks have been doing on offense. I've been underwhelmed by the Commanders defense. I'm going to take the Seahawks here laying 3 points. Pay, who you got?
Another thing you missed there, the rushing offense for the Commanders has fallen off a cliff. Coming into that week where they played the Bears, they had one of the best rushing offenses in the week. They've had one of the worst since then. Their rookie McCory, what's his name?
The law firm,
McCroskey.
The law firm. Him.
Crosky Merritt.
He's been brutal the last 3 weeks. And playing this defense, not going to bode well for them to get off the schneid. JSN, one of the best wide receivers in the league, make DK really expendable. I got Seahawks by a tutty.
All right. Tate, is this a clean sweep or are you going lone wolf here? Seahawks at the Commanders +3.
Trey Yesovich.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna
He's getting some AI answers here to the test.
Robot don't know football.
I was trying to figure out how many touchdowns Aston Genty has so far this year. Not as good as I thought. He only had 5 touchdowns. But yeah, man,
He scored 3 against the Bears. 3 in that one game.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Seahawks too, man. I think Commanders just been having a bad season, man. So
I'll say this: Genty's got 5 more touchdowns than Brock Bowers, though.
Yeah, Brock has had a bad year too.
He's missed about 4 games though. I wouldn't know. That's my fantasy tight end. I haven't had play in a month.
Trash ass. All right. In the last but not least, Monday Night Football giving us the goods. Arizona Cardinals +2.5 at the Cowboys. Pay over-unders 54.5. Tell us who's going to win this one so I don't have to watch it.
Okay, the over is going to hit. The Cowboys going to continue putting up points and staying alive in that playoff race. Dak, sneaky MVP campaign. And Kyler Murray is supposed to be back. Is that a good thing for the Cardinals? Probably not. Cowboys, I got them by, I actually wrote it down as a good game. I don't know why I did that. Give me the Cowboys by a touchdown.
All right, Tate, do you agree? We got the Cardinals +2.5 at the Cowboys. For some reason, you seem to be empathetic towards our boy Kyler Murray. Are you going to do it again this week?
I'm thinking about starting in fantasy football to get my Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison stack that hasn't hit one time this year.
There's our empathy.
No. I just think that defense shows up in this one, man. And the better defense of the two teams is the Cardinals defense. I think they find a way to get it done in Dallas. Jerry's over there. Who knows what Jerry's doing? It's going to be Monday night. I don't know what he could be doing on the Monday night after Halloween. So, is it a full moon on Monday? Not that it matters. Give me the Cardinals, man. +2.5 on the road.
You're
so the analysis
Jerry Jones is doing on a Monday? The octogenarian.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's on this daily planner.
To use the analysis that Tate used at the beginning of the season when talking about the matchup with the Bengals and the Steelers, when I look at the Cardinals defense versus the Cowboys offense, I think the gap is farther than the Cowboys defense to the Cardinals offense. So give me the Cowboys -2.5.
You're probably right. Use my own logic against me. And my logic is typically iRobot. My logic is undeniable. So
Skynet?
No, that's Terminator.
There it is. And that is all of the games. What a wonderful Monday night game that I can sleep through. I don't give a damn about that
Hey,
game.
man, before we get out of here, let's go ahead and your thoughts on the World Series. It's on right now. It's 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Dodgers are up. The Yesevich pitched, the rookie, man. The kid pitched a great game the other day.
Great
He pitched
game.
two really good games, right? I mean, he lost game one. Did they win game one?
He came out. He was in single A at the beginning of the.
Yeah, in Florida.
What is he?
Single A.
22, 23 years old. Like a great story there for sure.
Right. No, yeah. So
here's the thing, man.
wait, let me say this. My last thing. Like Pay, I think the Dodgers are the evil empire. I wish they had a salary cap in baseball. So I'm not rooting for a team that throws money at every single problem. And Shohei Ohtani is great. I mean, he's among the top 10 players, probably top 5 players in my lifetime that I've saw. But I think he has the benefit, the fact that he's a two-way player. I mean, obviously, he's a good pitcher. He's a good hitter. But I think if you look at the statistics during the playoffs, he seems great. He plays for the Dodgers, gets all the publicity. But Vlad Guerrero is having a better playoffs than Ohtani at the plate. He's definitely, if he wins, he has 8 homers to it. Vlad, I don't know what he hit today so far. He can get an all-time postseason hits record if he gets at least 2 more hits. You know, he had 26 going into the other night. I think he only got 1 hit. He has 27. 29 is the record. He's going to get the record for all-time postseason hits, I believe. He has 8 home runs to Ohtani's 10. I think he has more RBIs. He doesn't get the pub because he's in Canada and he doesn't pitch, but he's a great player. Give me Vladimir Guerrero for the World Series MVP. I'm done, B-Dirt.
Listen, the Dodgers have the best team in baseball. I will say that. They have deep pitching staff. They spend a lot of money. Mookie Betts is the reason why they're not winning the series right now, hitting $130 or $120, whatever he is. He's been in a really bad slump. He needs to really turn it around. But I don't like this whole narrative of, it's the giant, David versus Goliath or whatever. Let's not act like the Toronto Blue Jays don't have the 5th highest payroll in baseball at $255 million. But we're not talking about $100 million Cleveland Indians roster here. They've got a big boy shelled out some cash roster. Just because it's not the Mets, the 300 plus club is the Yankees, the Mets, the Dodgers, the Phillies are right there. But next in that list are the Blue Jays. Like, money is buying these teams right now, buying these teams championships and the ability to play for them. All that said, I'm rooting for the Blue Jays because they seem to be more fun. They're more fun. I like they're celebrating more. I like the way they play a little bit better. They are a little bit of the underdog. That's why I like him. And I'm rooting for Vladdy Jr. I like him a lot. He seems to have energy that I like. That said, I think the Dodgers will win this thing in 7.
Wow. Big Scorpio energy. You got anything?
Hope I'm wrong.
With that being not said, we'll go ahead and get ready to get out of here. Thanks for tapping in, everybody, on a Friday night home. We ran a little long, but we talked the first 15, 20 minutes just catching up because the collective hasn't been together in a few weeks. So good to have the fellas back. I called them gentlemen when we came on. B Dirt said using that term loosely. So we roll with fellas instead of gentlemen.
There we go.
So until next week, we'll be back then. But these guys got stuff going on. Run through the jungle. Frustrated Chicago sports fan.
Enchilada time.
Hey, I might go snack on something again myself too to watch this base. And my Cavs are playing down 4 starters, man. Still finding a way to compete. But yeah, man, check out our basketball show.
Undefeated Bulls.
Man, and are they talking about them right now? I think Pay from our chat about the NBA. I think they said Pay, you're a Bulls fan again now. Pay has been resurrected to seeing red.
I told you those Pistons are gonna get better and better.
Oh man, we BTA'd the Pistons the other day, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
But we got BTA the other night by Boston too, though. So yeah, it's early. It's October. So
Boston's a terrible team. Wow,
Boston is. But yeah, but they got the heart of a champion, Rudy Tomjanovich, Houston Rockets.
Unfortunately, they don't have hairlines.
We out of here the next week. Peace, everybody.
Let's go.
Mamba out.
Y'all come back now. Here.